context, it is gratifying to say that our gathering here this morning is not about wars and conflicts or economic recession in Cambodia, but to discuss new opportunities for renewable energy and grid reinforcement and expansion in Cambodia, a timely gathering, in my opinion, of many world-class companies that all of you represent here today, and of many young talented minds from quite a few institutions of higher learning in Cambodia. In this connection, EDC is very proud to be a key partner for all the manufacturers in their production process through our provision of stable and affordable electricity that draws more than 62% from renewable resources, namely hydropower, solar power, and biomass. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and against the backdrop of the energy inputs price hike from the ongoing war in Ukraine, EDC has maintained the same tariffs to all at the additional costs to us.
In 2015 to 2022, the last 8 years were the warmest years on record. The 20 warmest years on record have been in the last 22 years. The last decade was the hottest in 125,000 years. CO2 is at its highest level in 2 million years. There is more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than any time in human history. The Earth is losing 1.2 trillion tons of ice each year. Sea levels are rising faster today than ever before. We lose 302.4 billion hours of work each year due to excessive heat. Average wildlife populations have dropped 60% in the last 40 years. More than 1 million species face extinction as a result of disappearing habitats, changing ecosystems, and acidifying oceans. Our oceans are the biggest victim of climate change and are dying. Half the world's coral reefs have died in the last 30 years as a result of sea temperatures being too high. Climate change is creating a refugee crisis. As global temperatures increase, millions of people are fleeing their homes to avoid impacts of drought and extreme storms.
How important will solar really be in the next several years, leading towards 2040?
Going forward, we have to do much more. And in the area generation, like I just alluded to in my remarks, we have more generation to take care because demand for power is going to increase as economic development is going forward and society is progressing as well. People with better incomes, they start to use more, modernize their lifestyle, and therefore they draw more electricity.
And I think, Cambodia has been, very successfully putting that in place when you compare with other markets in the region. At Eren, we are, looking at the whole APAC region, and Cambodia is definitely one of the better countries in terms of, putting this framework in place. From my perspective, there are, let's say 4 high-level, pillars to investment decision for private sector.
For the grid, power grid, we would like to celebrate, to let you know that actually we have a grid go to all the 24 provincial center of Cambodia. Every province receive the national grid, power from the national grid. That we have 500 kilovolt up to 500 kilovolt transmission structure, but we still have operation only 230 kilovolt and 115 kilovolt. It means that we just make the 500 kilovolt when we need it, when the power consumption or power demand higher, we go to the 500 kV as we have a structure already. So first I talk about the hydro. So hydro we have almost committed because because hydro normally they need for develop long term. So from now to 2030 we have about 200 megawatt only because now in the past, recently we have some overflow over this one more hydro. So this why we make a small part until 2030. So we have 2 hydro. One is Tatai, upper Tatai 150 megawatt. We make as cascade that use the same water. This one is the most efficiency. We use the same water but increase more capacity. More energy, the same water, same river, as a cascade. And one we use as in Stongposat, 80 megawatt. So we have already signed the PPA, now under construction.
New opportunity for renewable energy and grid reinforcement in Cambodia, challenges and financing method and means for renewable energy's future in Cambodia. Energy sector has been considered as one of the top priority for national development by Royal Government of Cambodia. Thanks for the peace and stability, and I wish all of you have good health and good lunch ahead.